Breaking right now, crews on the scene of a large construction-related fire in Montgomery. This is video of the fire near where Ronald Reagan Highway runs into Montgomery Road, just north of Moeller High School, just south of Old Montgomery. Former WCPO 9 News reporter Tom McKee is on the phone joining us now. Tom, you happen to roll right up on this. What can you tell us about what happened here?
Well, I was coming back from a doctor's appointment around 3 o'clock, and I'm coming south on Montgomery Road. And as I was by the Montgomery Fire Department, I looked ahead and saw smoke and saw what I thought was flames licking into the air. And I thought that wasn't something that should be happening. And as I got closer, I realized it was at the Ronald Reagan Highway construction site where they're building the roundabout there. And I could see right away it was a natural gas line because the fire was continuous and just billowing out into the air. Traffic was detoured at Montgomery and Cooper Roads on the north side of that area. And so I parked my car and got several shots of video going closer each time. When I got close enough, right up to the on-ramp to Ronald Reagan, you could almost feel the heat from this fire. It was very intense, and you could basically hear the roar, kind of like a jet engine, as the gas was escaping and immediately being consumed into flames. So it was quite a situation. Montgomery Fire Department's on the scene. Loveland Sims is there as backup. I would suspect on the south side that perhaps Sycamore Township is there as a backup as well. Traffic, as you might well guess, is rather congested through all the area. People are being detoured on North Montgomery Road, right near Moeller High School, onto Kugler Mill, or Bloom Road rather, and on the north end, Cooper Road is blocked and the traffic's being diverted. So it's a slow go around that area as Duke Energy works to try to shut this off, and the Montgomery and the other fire departments work to try and make sure that the fire stays contained to that particular area until that gas is shut off.
And Tom, we understand at this point at least that there are no injuries related to this. We have not heard of any at this point. While you were on scene, had you heard of anything like that?
No, I have not heard of anything like that. They had ambulances on standby, but nothing rolled away from the scene whatsoever. Some of the Montgomery city officials and the Duke Energy officials and some other folks, and a couple in shirt and ties, were very close actually to where the fire was, and they were just monitoring it. They weren't at a frenetic kind of activity whatsoever. And
as we understand this, and I think I'm hearing our producer correctly, Tammy, saying that this is a construction vehicle. Was it a propane tanker? A gas line that was hit there, Tom. And so, you know, this is quite a scene. As you mentioned it correctly, you know, we have a situation, not just a big fire that is causing, you know, quite a scene, but it's also causing a lot of traffic headaches at a time when a lot of people are headed home. And at this point, a lot of kids were probably leaving Moeller High School to head home when this happened just about an hour ago then.
That would be correct, yes. I saw a number of Moeller kids walking around the area. They were letting them walk in the area, which was fairly safe, but they wouldn't have let them go in that area. If people are having a hard time understanding where this is right at the south edge, as you mentioned, of Old Montgomery, and this is where they're taking out the bridge that used to go across the Ronald Reagan Highway. They've destructed that bridge, and what they're doing now is making a roundabout prior to the new development that's going in at that intersection where all the old car dealerships were, Marge's Chevrolet and that kind of thing years ago. So that's the location. And again, there is not much around it in terms of commercial structures and that kind of thing. So it's nothing really could catch fire in that area unless something else would happen in terms of that gas line further up the line or whatever. But I know Duke Energy, I saw a couple of Duke Energy crews kind of come to the scene very, very fast, and I'm sure they're trying to pinpoint where a shutoff valve may be to contain that fuel. And if the fuel is shut off, obviously this fire would be extinguished right away.
Okay, Tom McKee, thank you so very much for your on-the-spot reporting, as you have done for so many decades here at WCPO. We appreciate you. I want to tell you very much that we will be getting back to you for sure, Tom. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And we should tell you that we spoke with the information systems director with the city of Montgomery. He said a construction truck hit a gas line and a utility pole, which caused that fire. That's what I was trying to understand from my producer. I'm so sorry for that. The construction truck is on fire. A couple of buildings near that scene on Montgomery Road are evacuated. That is just a precaution, though. No injuries to be reported at this time. But as you might guess, Montgomery Road is closed at that Ronald Reagan construction interchange. No word how long it's going to take to get this fire out and the road reopened. But we should tell you that our Kristen Swilley is headed that way right now, so we will have continued live reports coming out throughout the afternoon.